Hey everybody, it is Shannon Gregg, and I am joining you for another installation of Business Book Briefs. This is where I spend time reading business books and then letting you know if you should spend your time reading it as well. So today I'm excited to review The Weekly Coaching Conversation by Brian Souza. Now, I've had this book for a few years, and I've returned to this book quite a few times because the way that it's written is so awesome. Brian wrote this book exactly like a story, and as you know, we all love stories, and his storytelling ability is fantastic. So he tells the story in this book of a young, new sales leader who had been a really respectable and amazing individual sales contributor. And in this story, this sales leader goes through the highs and lows of being in sales management. And so through this story, Brian tells you about this guy who is a new sales leader and the lessons he's learning from his coach. His coach is a person who also is a sales leader. And so Brian takes you through, and as you're learning this through this parable, you're picking up ways that you can be a better sales leader. This book is ideal for somebody who's brand new to sales management. A lot of times that transition is so challenging when you've been a really exceptional salesperson yourself and you're starting out into sales management, because boy, is that a different field. Being somebody who has their own quota to being somebody who manages other people's quotas, that's a challenge. So Brian takes you through some of the common pitfalls that early sales managers experience and how to dig yourself back out of there. Because of that, I also think this book is great for anybody who's in a sales management rut. So if you've sort of been running on the same track, or you started at a new company and you just want to reinvigorate yourself as a sales manager, the weekly coaching conversation is a great way to do it. So I want to share with you what is a piece that I keep set aside for myself so I can refer to it all the time. And in this, Brian tells us about the management approach matrix. And this is one of the things that even if you're not managing salespeople, you should keep in mind. So he talks about productivity on one of the axes and rapport on the other axes, and how it sort of lets you be one of four types of sales managers: the do-it-all manager, the coach, the micromanager, and the nice guy manager. And I'm sure you already know which one is the best type of manager to be. Of course, that coaching manager, somebody who's not just leading somebody through something because it's how they know how to do it, but really encouraging them to be the best version of themselves. So Brian talks a lot about mindset in here, the mindset as that coach, the mindset as that sales leader. And I think it's one that if you pick it up, you'll read it pretty quickly because of the way that he tells the story. It's fun. It feels like fiction, even though you're learning from it. And it's a really worthwhile read. So pick up The Weekly Coaching Conversation by Brian Souza. You should also follow him on social media because he shares a lot of good insights, specifically on LinkedIn, and I know that you will enjoy them. Thank you so much for joining me for Business Book Briefs, and I hope you have a wonderful day.